and Pat, but I was not letting Pat present this. These are mine. I have a series of television sets that are absolutely the best I've ever seen. And my table isn't big enough. I've got 8 different sizes for you. This is the new Samsung in either a 43-inch, a 50-inch, a 55-inch, a 60-inch. Wait, this gets better. Here's a 65-inch, but I also have a 70, a 75, and an 85-inch. This is their newest top of the line. You've heard people talking about 4K. This thing is not just ready for 4K, it's ready for the future past 4K. This TV will show you more colors than what any TV you've ever had in your home can represent. So as you're getting excited about all the things that are going to be on TV this spring, that's going to be things like spring training for baseball, football. Now wait, football is a fall sport. No, not anymore. The USFL has football coming up in just a couple weeks. NASCAR is out and about already. This is how you will enjoy TV like you've never been able to enjoy it before. Now, I want to point out that the price is an expiring price. That's going to be going away. That 43-inch is under $500, which is remarkable. I had broke down the price. I had to write them down. The 50-inch is $629. The 55-inch is $699.99. Under $700 for a 55-inch TV of this quality? That's unheard of. The 60-inch is under $800. The 65 is under $950. And then we get into what they call the mega TVs. A 70-inch TV for $1,099. The 75-inch is $1,199. And an 85-inch TV for $2,199. And they're Samsung. I want to bring our expert in right away. His name is Craig Smith. He only represents the best brands that we offer here at QVC. We've got these on 5 easy pay payments. We even have a special 12-month financing program on a Q card that gives you 12 months interest-free. Craig, you and I have presented TVs over the past few years, but this is the best I've ever seen.
This is an amazing TV, Dan, and by the #1 brand when it comes to television in the U.S. And before we get started, I do have to make a public call-out thank you to the great electronics guest at QVC, Sarah Cottalesi, because right now I'm in her basement.
Okay.
Because I don't have power in my house.
Oh.
So I called Sarah at 7:30 this morning and said, Sarah, I need to set up and sell a TV from your basement. What are you doing? So here I am, live at the Cottalesi house.
That's teamwork. That's beautiful.
So good to see you, buddy.
Craig, you and I, again, we presented TVs over the years. What makes Samsung different? You know, if you walk into a big appliance store, they've got the whole back wall of TVs. And it's funny, yep. You don't even have to know the brand names. You can tell with your own eyes which ones give you the more startling, lifelike picture. And chances are those are going to be the Samsung brand name. What is it that they're doing different than everybody else?
Sure, it's a little technology they put into their TV. So this is a 4K television, but one of the really unique things with this TV, Dan, it has QLED lighting in it. So LED lights in the back of the screen. But what Samsung does that a lot of the other brands don't do is if you ever look at those little light bulbs, that some of them have kind of like a bright white look, and some of them have like a warm light look. Some of them are yellowish, some of them are white. That's cool and warm lighting. So this TV has both of those kind of bulbs in the background. Most TV manufacturers don't do that. And the reason that matters is because you're able to get 100% color volume because of the variety of lights in the back of this television screen. So they can replicate any color you can see with the human eye. And that's why when you do go to those big stores and you see the wall of televisions, you're like, that picture looks pretty good. Hold on a second. What is it about that TV that looks so amazing? It's because of things like that Samsung stands out beyond anybody else. No matter what size you're getting, the 43 all the way up to the 85, the picture quality and the colors, they just look amazing.
If you're into gaming, oh my gosh, that refresh rate means you don't have any stagger. The colors are just beautiful. What has been the most popular by far right now is that 43-inch. I want to give you some numbers. On this 43-inch TV, it's the smallest one that we're talking about today, that price will be $100 more tomorrow. And I've got right now less than 100, 12, oh, I'm sorry, there's a dozen of them left. There's 12 of them left in this 43-inch. Now, this is the perfect size for a bedroom, for a kitchen environment. If you're looking for the bigger TVs, I've got equally as great of values. Here's the 50-inch. That's going to be, again, a price tag, sale priced at $629.99. That will be $70 more tomorrow. If we step up to the 55-inch, that's under $700, $699.99. That's $150 more the next day, tomorrow when we hit Monday. Then we start getting into the bigger TVs, the 60-inch, which, by the way, is not overpowering. That's a perfect size for a living room. That's still $949. Normally, this would be over $1,000. That's a $200 higher price tag in one more day. The 65-inch, that one is priced at $949.99, and that'll be $150 more. There's fewer than 100 in this 65-inch. I'm an Indiana native. March Madness is one of the most important times for watching basketball. Listen, when you get up to the 85-inch, that's like watching the basketball game from right there on the foul line. That TV is beautifully magnificent. When I redid my man cave in my living room in my home, I got an 80-inch TV, and my wife went, "What do you need a TV that big for?" And now it is the TV that she goes to when she wants to watch something. And I love it. Craig, go ahead.
It becomes that centerpiece, Dan. Your house is now the place that we all want to go to watch the March Madness. And if you've been paying attention lately to what's happening with the movie business, less people are going to the movie theaters than ever before because you can get that same kind of experience now at home. So just to tie into a couple other features that this television has, we talked about the 4K and the LED lighting, so the picture quality is spectacular, but the sound on this television as well.
I agree.
Samsung built something into these TVs. It's called object tracking sound. So you're a race car fan.
Yep.
When you watch the race car go from the left to the right side of the screen and it tracks across the screen, these speakers are smart enough to actually channel the sound based on where the activity is on the screen. So if there's loud bangs and action happening over here, the sound is coming out this side of the speaker. If that sound is moving across the screen, it gets generated across coming out of the speakers. So it gives you that experience as if you're sitting in the movie theater. You know, when something happens over here, you hear it off your left ear. It happens over here, you hear it off your other ear. You get that same kind of experience with this TV, and it's already built in there. That's part of that Samsung difference that you touched on a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you're not getting that in other brand names. You don't get the quality of the picture. I'm telling you, you may be able to find the same size TVs for the same price or a little less. We wanted to maximize the entire experience. And I think that's exactly what Craig has done for us with Samsung. These are so easy to set up, so much easier than ever been before. I remember my first big screen TV took 4 guys to get into my basement. 4 big guys to get into my basement. Yeah. Now, they're much thinner, they're much lighter weight, and we've got the best quality of picture reception that we have ever had in the history of television. Take a look. We've got some still stories of SDR and quantum HDR, and the picture on the left was the best that we could expect a year and a half ago. But now the way that they light it and the way in which it gives us more depth to color, it's really more like looking out a window than it is looking at a television picture. Craig, these are already customer top rated items.
Yeah, and that picture right there, Dan, is a great example of why having warm and cool lights in the TV makes the difference. So the image on the left, that could be the TV you've been watching for the past 5 or 10 years or so, and that looks pretty good. I mean, that's a good-looking picture, but with Samsung's QLED technology, the fact they have the warm and the cool lights, they're able to generate that real-life type of image. Anybody who's ever stood out there on sunrise and you watch those colors come up and you're just like, man, it looks so beautiful, it looks so gorgeous. Look at all the great specs that Samsung puts into this TV. It starts with that QLED lighting, which is an absolute game changer. Also, the image refresh rate is virtually blur-free. So we have a 120 hertz refresh rate. And what that means, it's basically 120 individual pictures in each second that you're watching on the screen. Each second of video, 120 different images. The gaming experience is spectacular. So there's a wide angle view specifically set up for gaming, if you want to dive into that. And all the stuff in the background, everything that's moving, it looks smooth, it looks crisp because of the amazing Samsung processor inside of this television set. So all the action kind of feels like you're actually there. You're seeing everything the way it's meant to be seen. And another really neat feature, Dan, this is a 4K TV, but if you're watching a broadcast or watching a video that was not shot in 4K,
like Back to the Future that was shot years ago. Yep.
Great example.
Yep.
Awesome example. This television will actually convert the video quality so it looks crisper and smoother than you've ever seen it before. The image blows you away with that 100% color volume. Another comparison here. On the left looks pretty good. On the right, it just blows you away. That's what 4K and 100% color volume means. At the end of the day, Dan, when you sit in your favorite room and you're watching the March Madness or you're watching the movie or your wife has kicked you out of the room and said, Dan, it's my time to watch TV now, you're going to love the picture quality. The last piece of video there talked about something called intelligent mode. This TV is actually smart enough to adjust all of the settings based on the lighting in your room. So you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is turn it on, the picture looks great, and you have a great time in your family room.
Yeah, scientists didn't even know a few years ago that the human eye could decipher 1 billion shades of color. Now we've got a TV that does it for you. Here's the greatest news about all of this, though. All this technology has been available now for a few months, but nobody could find TVs. We couldn't get the microchips. We couldn't get the inventory. We couldn't get the glass. This is all part of global supply issues that have been driving us nuts as a retailer. Here I am in the middle of March being able to offer you a TV we were supposed to sell at Christmas time. They just came into the inventory. And already this 43-inch, I can tell you, if you want it, you've got to make a decision right now. If you wait until later in the day, they're going to be sold out. And if you wait until tomorrow, the 43-inch is going to be $100 more expensive. If you want the 50-inch, it's priced at $629.99. I've got 4 dozen of them. And there's a $70 price tag between today and tomorrow. This 55-inch is actually the most popular size TV in America right now because it's the perfect intermediary size for a big TV for a bedroom or a great size for a living room. That 55-inch is here right now at under $700. If you wait until tomorrow, it's going to be $150 more. Then we get into what they call the big TVs. And we set them up this way so you can see the difference. I've got 400 remaining on the 60-inch. That's $200 more tomorrow. That's still under $800 at $799.99. At $949 is our 65-inch, which is a great TV. But I only have about 150 of these to go around. Now, I didn't have a table big enough to show you the 70-inch. That 70-inch is going to be $1,099. The 75-inch is $1,199. And the 85-inch, which is a beautiful TV, is going to be $2,199. Your shipping and handling is zip. Oh, by the way, the easiest way to do it, everything we've got today, whether it be online or on screen, has 5 easy pay payments. But today I've also got a special 12-month financing program on any one of these sizes of TV. If you don't have a Q card, it's easy to do and it only takes a few minutes. You call our 1-800 number, talk to one of our representatives. They'll ask you a few questions. If they approve you, then you can order them right away. But that last call on that 43-inch. Craig, to you, also to Sarah, thank you for being on the air, helping Pat and I. We wanted to sell these during the Christmas season.